Hey, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're gonna finish putting the front driveline in, so come along. Yeah, so if you guys watched a couple episodes ago, we got all the back stuff done. We ran into a couple problems with the fronts, mostly getting the ball joints out. So I got a couple used spindles, cleaned them all up and everything. So we're gonna throw the axles in, throw the aluminum control arms on, and put these spindles in and everything. But before we do that, we do have to remove the rack and pinion. It's got a small leak, and we gotta put some fittings in it for the electronic power steering. So Jason, he's been the rack master in the past, so I'm gonna have him rip that out, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna start doing some more organizing on the wiring stuff. We'll get to that later, but once that's done, we can actually work on putting the knuckles and everything in. So yeah, like I said, come along. So this should be pretty easy to take out right now, Jason. I would see if you can make a little mark on the steering shaft here, so that way you know where it lines up. It's not that big a deal. But you pull this out, and it's a couple things, and it should just more or less fall out.
Cool.
Yeah, and then you can pull most of the lines off. I mean, before you pull lines off, let me know. But get that out, and then we can probably pop the axles in, pop the control arms in, and do that kind of stuff. All right.
Did you just say methanol?
Yeah.
That's funny. I said that the other day. I was like, "Are we running methanol, Jeff?" No.
At some point.
Okay.
Left. So this will go in here. Just go up in here. It doesn't fit.
What?
Totally doesn't fit on there. See the other one? I haven't, no. These are OEM. Ruh-roh. Yeah, so I just verified with my buddy Dusty. These have to come out. Says we either get a different stud or a bolt, so I guess we'll take them out. I had honestly never heard of that before, so that's a new one to mark down. So this won't be getting done tonight unless we miraculously find a bolt that works. It's above your head, Jason.
Yeah, 15. Oh, look at that. Well, that was surprisingly easy.
Agreed.
Did this thing get rust proof?
Wow, that is a long. I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
I would. I'd say
Got these axles used and they weren't in super great shape.
like 1 year. On some of the
You're in.
Barely Audis.
Yep. Okay, hold on. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a bigger hole over here.
Yeah.
There we go.
We won't tighten these up or anything right now.
Okay.
Sweet. It's hard to feel super satisfied about this, you know? 2 weeks in a row, we've been skunked.
Yeah, well, at least we figured the stud thing out there, so.
Well, unfortunately, that's where we're gonna leave it right now. Hopefully get the parts and get it put together here in a couple days and go from there. Maybe I can get them tomorrow, that'd be cool. Kind of doubt it, but All right, we'll check back with you guys in a little bit. Well, we got some bolts. They should be the right ones for the control arms. Yeah, it feels like it fits. Probably actually take it out of there. Look at that. Can't be getting skunked by this week. I gotta get something done. So I'm here, it's Sunday night, it's about 11 o'clock. And we're gonna swap these in, tighten down the axles, and call this one a day. Well, mark it off the list and call it a day. I probably should have gotten new ball joint hardware, but to be honest, didn't really think of it. Well, that side went pretty well, so let's do this side. I always laugh, you'll hear like technicians like, oh, this guy put a bunch of anti-seize on. It's like, yeah, who cares? It came out, you're welcome. It's usually the crotchety old timers that are like that though. Also, I just realized these lower ball joint nuts are not tight. Reminder to myself to tighten that. And just like that, we have front suspension back in. So like I said, realistically, the driveline's all in except for the drive shaft, which I'll probably put in either off camera or whenever, because it's a drive shaft. Yeah, so we're starting to see the actual finish line on this car. There's still a lot of little things to do, but realistically, it's almost a roller again. We need to do brakes, which will probably be the next episode. Got a pretty cool thing to show you on the brakes, and then finish up the wiring, pull out this engine, and then we can actually put the built one in, and we're pretty much ready to fire it up. So hopefully on the dyno here early May is what I'm really shooting for. So if you guys are looking forward to more drag WRX content, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time.